barbecue fam. Today we're putting together the Slow N Sear Kettle, and we're going to do a burn off. We're going to do a little overview, and then we're going to do a cook. Oh hell yeah, check this out. This Slow N Sear Kettle, I still had my Slow N Sear 2.0. I got that dropped in there. I did get the dripping griddle, the stainless steel one. Clean up easy. You know I'm all about that. Now you can go cheaper and get those aluminum disposable pans. I'm a big fan of those, but eventually it's going to end up costing you more in the long run. It's going to take about 90 cooks to get there, but anything after that costs you more. I'm using some all-natural Royal Oak charcoal briquettes in the Slow N Sear, and we're gonna get that basket half full. We just want to do a quick burn off, maybe like 10 coals, and get it up real hot, about 300 degrees, wide open, 350. You know, we'll boost it up and then let that burn out, and then we'll start seasoning up some ribs. Ribs for the first cook is always the best. I love ribs too, so. We all love pork ribs, right? Oh hell yeah. And most people go for the St. Louis style cut. Now, if you look at your stores, it's about twice the price than a set of spares. All you're doing is getting a lot of extra meat for free and spending less. It's amazing. So this big rack here was about $7 cheaper than a cut that was already St. Louis style. I cut that up. This is all extra meat. About 3 pounds of rib tips. Yes, I saved the skirt because that goes great with the dog food. They love it. Anyway, the dogs will get some out of there. I can cut up those rib tips, throw them in, make tacos out of it. Pork tacos, why not? 2 meals, $15.50 I paid for the entire spare. And St. Louis style cut for $21 to $23 each in the store. This is almost November 2021. Insane. It used to be like 10 bucks, barely. So guys, save money where you can, and it's ridiculous. This spend less, get more to do a couple easy cuts. I showed it. Let me show you. It's not complicated. Cut it down. And that way you get the cut that you want. You cut out the things that you don't need, and then you can use that for something else. And like I said, tacos, dog food. The dog food shortages are happening, so why not? While this sweats out, we are getting that Slow N Sear Kettle up the temp. Oh hell yeah. And we're going to be smoking with apple chunks, and we're using the Royal Oak all natural briquettes. Slow N Sear Kettle, temp gauge in the front. And it's accurate. Pleasantly shocked. Oh hell yeah. Thank you, Slow N Sear. Somebody did it. Although I did kick all the coals over there. Kick the coals over to the corner, because once those burn down a little bit more, we're going to fill it up. But we want another half-hour burn in here, and then we'll fill it up with some apple chunks, and then we're going to start cooking this rack of ribs that's sweating. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're gonna throw in some apple chunks and refill this basket, get the temp balanced out, and we're cooking up some pork ribs. Oh, hell yeah. Now we're gonna get that Slow N Sear Kettle up to about 250, and we'll smoke low and slow for about 4.5 to 5 hours. And then pull them. We're gonna keep them dry, just with the rub. If you don't ever try dry rub only ribs, do it. It's awesome. And then all that extra meat, actually gonna keep it in this foil pack. We'll throw it in there as well, unseasoned, left alone, and then I can tear it apart, shred it open, or yeah, shred aside what I want for tacos tomorrow for lunch, and then the rest for dog food will get mixed in with some like brown rice and carrots. You do all that up and then throw in some pork chunks. Oh, they love it. And that was basically, they gave me $7 to take all that extra meat. Guys, think about it. Do that. Couple simple cuts. It's easy. Sharpen your knife. That's it. Two hours in on these St. Louis cut ribs on the S&S kettle. Let's take a look at what we got going on. We have not been peaking at all. This is first look. Rolling about, actually, I'd say on average 275. And smells delicious. Let's roll. Oh yeah. Give me a hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, them ribs are rocking at the 2 hour mark. If we're gonna spritz, we're only gonna spritz with a little bit of water. That temp gauge on the hood of this guy is now spot on with the Smartro that's going in through the porthole. They're both within 2 degrees. Awesome. That is so cool. Say your batteries died and you were at a party or whatever, you could rely on that gauge right there in the front. That's awesome. So Slow N Sear Kettle so far is rocking, but we haven't tasted anything yet, so we'll see. I'm also going to do some sausage patties directly over the coals. That should be burnt down in about another 2 hours, so the whole basket's lit up. Throw the patties on there about 3 at a time, flip them, only a couple minutes each side. And kids love sausage patties. A couple of them love ribs. I love ribs too. I mean, who doesn't? So, and we'll pull those ribs at about, I think, 4.5 hours. We'll see where we're at and let them rest for about 20 minutes. Cut into them, and oh hell yeah! But this kettle rock. All kettles really rock, but this one has got some great features. No others have the features this guy has. So. Oh hell yeah. We're 5 hours in on these St. Louis cut ribs on the S&S kettle. We're gonna pull them. Oh hell yeah. They've been unwrapped the whole time. I've spritzed with water the last hour and a half every 15 minutes. And it's cold out. But we've been holding a constant 250 for the last 2 hours. The first initial 2 hours was about 275. But check this out. First cook on the Slow N Sear Kettle. Damn straight. The Slow N Sear Kettle rocked. 5 hours in. Ooh. Let's take a bite. Clean. Look at the juice.
I said give me a hell yeah!
Moisture, smoke ring, oh hell yeah. These pork ribs rocked. If you're in the market for a kettle, Slow N Sear Kettle is the way to go. You have so many options and so many additions that you can do for awesome cooks later on down the road. Oh hell yeah.
I said give me a hell yeah!
Ooh, you. Ho, ho, ho. I mean, that's a badass rib. Wow. Juicy as all hell. Damn straight. Go get yourself some.